Welcome to the Jim Show with your host, Jim. I'm at the Brown County State Park today, and it is I'm about halfway through day 4 of the water fast, and I'm feeling amazing, really amazing. I've noticed some very interesting changes as I've gone through this process. Yesterday was still like a kind of half the day was hazy brained, and then I wrote a blog post, and from right before I wrote that post through the rest of the day and into the day, I've been feeling pretty awesome, pretty great, pretty good energy. It's really been going very well. Something that has really been interesting about this is I've been watching Allie eat. Like we went out to eat lunch and had some other meals, and I've just watched her eat. Like I said before, smelling the food's been nice. And I was thinking about food a lot yesterday, but today, that's gone. We stayed at a bed and breakfast, and I watched everybody eat, just had my glass of water, and it was almost like, if you remember Steve Pavlina, if you ever read his polyphasic blog posts, he talked about the fact that after a while, it was like he was a different kind of person, and he would watch these zombie people that slept all night, and it was weird, kind of weird to see them. And that's how I feel right now. As I watch people eating, I'm like, you eat food? That's weird. Because I have no hunger for food. I have no real interest in it anymore. So watching people eat is just, it's kind of weird. Which, I've only not been eating for 4 days, but it's interesting how fast that actually changes. Because I watch them and it's just totally different, totally strange in a way. Like I'm an alien on this planet where people, they eat food and they need that to survive. I mean, obviously I do too at some point, but it's just really interesting and very different, totally strange thing to be experiencing, and I just thought it was neat that that's happening. Otherwise, I have great mental clarity. My energy's been pretty good. I went for a little hike this morning. Gonna go for some hikes this afternoon. We'll see how that goes. I have found that if you stand up too quickly or go upstairs, it can be a little bit disorienting. You get a little dizzy doing that. So your body does definitely take some time to ramp up the energy output that it's using, because it's trying to conserve energy throughout this process. So yeah, it's going really well. It's been really interesting. Something else I wanted to talk about that has nothing to do with the water fast is this book called Tribe that Allie and I started listening to on the way here. And it talks about this concept, or this idea, that people are meant to be tribal. Like that is what we're all about. That is where we're the most comfortable. And the way society is now makes people be very alone, which is just wrong. It's wrong for humans. We're social animals. We're supposed to be in like a tribal setting where we know maybe like 50 people and we know them all well, and we're deeply part of that group of people. And this came up a lot during the pre-Revolutionary War America expansion. When we ran into he calls them American Indians, because he spoke to an Indian who said that the term Native American could refer to anybody that is born in America. And so anyway, he started using the term the American Indians. So when we were, expanding and in conflict with them, what happened a lot is that people would go and join the Indians for that tribal lifestyle. No Indian ever came and joined white society. None, ever. But Europeans would go and join the Indian tribes and just leave everything else behind, because that spoke to them, that called to their hearts, that kind of lifestyle, that kind of togetherness, that tribalness that is really a part of what we're supposed to be about. So it was just really interesting to me. It was interesting that we started reading that book at that time, because it totally aligns with everything that I've been thinking about and kind of working on. I want to build a tribal community, or many of them, right? Interlink the world in that way. But I really feel like the idea for a conscious home base that is a small tribal community would be just amazing, and exactly what appeals to my heart and what I would want to do. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm thinking, yeah, thinking about places to set something up like that. It's really exciting. It's definitely what I want to do. And hopefully some of the people that are watching this might be interested in joining us there. So that's in the future, that's in the works. Things are great, things are amazing. Yeah, see you tomorrow.